Clubs look for and pay millions of dollars for top-performing players in the hopes of signing the ultimate player. There are many reasons why football is so successful, but spending big doesn't always guarantee success. It has been puzzling to see how transfers have turned out, despite the fact that modern scouting techniques limit the chances of a big failure. While some players have excelled after taking on new challenges, there have also been instances where players have fallen short of expectations. After transferring to top clubs, many promising footballers have failed, and their careers have plummeted. In this video, we'll take a look at the top 10 football players who flopped on big contracts. We'll discuss who've struggled after moving to top clubs and what happened to their careers afterwards. Starting the list with number 10, Andy Carroll to Liverpool. It was no secret that Liverpool broke the bank when they signed Andy Carroll in 2011 for €42 million. At the time, Carroll, then playing for Newcastle United, was making waves with his impressive goal-scoring form, and he was being viewed as England's next big thing. However, it was not that simple for Carroll. Carroll's tenure at Liverpool did not go very well in the following period, as he scored just 11 goals in 58 appearances for the club. Carroll then moved to West Ham for a reduced fee after not scoring for Liverpool. Despite being in prominence for a while in the English top flight, the Liverpool stint's hangover lasted, ultimately leaving him without a club in the summer of 2021. Carroll is now at Reading after failing out in the top flight at Newcastle. Number 9, Shinji Kagawa to Manchester United. It was widely believed when Shinji Kagawa's transfer to Manchester United was finalised that he would have a stint that would be similar to Park Ji-sung's. However, things turned out to be worse as the attacking midfielder failed to fare well at Old Trafford. The player struggled to make an impression on the team and he ultimately left. When Kagawa went to the United Kingdom, he was brought on to provide a creative outlet after making a name for himself as a goalscorer at Borussia Dortmund. In spite of an irregular tenure that saw him make only 57 appearances with just 6 goals and 10 assists, Kagawa returned to Dortmund after a short spell there. Despite glimpses of resurgence during his second spell at Dortmund, Kagawa's career never reached a similar height. Number 8, Kaka to Real Madrid. Real Madrid was not the best place for Kaka to find his best form. It was in 2009 that Real Madrid shocked the world by signing Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, Xabi Alonso, and Kaka all during the same transfer window, and this led to their journey that was similar to that of the Galacticos. It was unfortunate for Real Madrid that the first card to fall off among these, Kaka, was the former Ballon d'Or winner. After making his way from AC Milan, the Brazilian became one of the most decorated signings. However, Kaka never settled down and was not able to find enough opportunities to leave his mark. When Kaka returned to AC Milan free of charge after 4 miserable years at Madrid, the club did not reciprocate the €67 million fee that Los Blancos spent on him by returning him back for free. The career of Kaka did not improve after the stint, as he retired in 2017 after 3 seasons playing for Orlando City SC in the MLS. Number 7, Timo Werner to Chelsea. During his 67 appearances for Chelsea, Timo Werner only scored 17 goals. After leading RB Leipzig as its leading attacker and goalscorer in the summer of 2020, Timo Werner moved to England in the summer of 2020. Chelsea was looking to strengthen its attack under Frank Lampard during the transfer ban by signing Kai Havertz, who had also come from the German Bundesliga, as a fellow countryman during the ban. As Chelsea was planning on spending a gigantic scale after the ban, both Germans were expected to join the club. Number 6, Donny van der Beek to Manchester United. As it turned out, Donny van der Beek took ages to make an appearance for Ralf Rangnick's team. The CEO of Ajax, Edwin van der Sar, wrote an open letter to his former club when Donny van der Beek made his way to Old Trafford in urging the team to take good care of him. In the past, this transfer was considered to be one of the most exciting transfers of all time, but it has now started to become an extremely long wait for the 24-year-old. He has only played 48 matches, most of them coming from the bench, and he's not been able to come on consistently. Number 5, Alex Song to Barcelona. Despite being a sensation in Barcelona, Song was unable to perform at the event. The Barcelona team's quest for defensive midfielders, preferably as a competition to Sergio Busquets, ended in 2012 when they acquired Alex Song. Despite strong resistance from the Arsenal dugout, Song made his way to the Camp Nou, hoping to continue at his peak and hopefully to make his mark in a Blaugrana shirt and make his mark on the club. In spite of Song's spontaneous good performances, his Barcelona career was a disaster. Injuries kept him from performing well, but the opportunities that he did get were not fully utilised. Although Song had difficulty adapting to the playing style, he eventually moved to West Ham United in 2014 due to his lack of synergy with the style. Aside from playing for West Ham, Rubin Kazan and FC Sion, Song now plays for Djiboutian side AS Arta Sola 7. Number 4. Ousmane Dembele to Barcelona. There were two transfers that were the most expensive in history in the world, one of which was Barcelona's signing of Ousmane Dembele after losing Neymar to PSG. It was no secret that Dembele in 2017 had established himself as one of the hottest prospects in all of Europe as an exciting winger who was able to utilise both legs to his advantage. In the 4 years after Barcelona acquired the French winger, things took a turn for the worse. Dembele's repeated injuries hampered his playing time, but also hindered his development as a player. Dembele's career definitely took a hit during those 4 years, as he tried to establish himself in the team and translate the potential that he has into selling performances. Number 3. Fernando Torres to Chelsea. As soon as Fernando Torres started firing, and quite ruthlessly for Spain and Liverpool, he became a hot prospect. The currently Atletico Madrid youth coach was known for his goal-scoring prowess and the ability to be incisive in front of the box. It was the very ability that made Roman Abramovich lure him to Chelsea for €50 million in 2011. It was a nightmare for the Spaniard during his 5 years at Chelsea. Despite playing more matches for Chelsea than Liverpool, Torres ended up with fewer goals and output than he did for Liverpool. As a result, El Niño opted for AC Milan, and eventually ended up with Atletico Madrid and Sagan Tosu before deciding to retire. Number 2. Eden Hazard to Real Madrid. In the night that Chelsea defeated Arsenal to win the Europa League, the triumph was somewhat overshadowed by Eden Hazard's decision to leave Stamford Bridge. The Belgian was on the verge of a transfer to Real Madrid, and many thought he'd be able to do wonders in the Spanish capital. Despite these expectations though, things haven't gone according to plan. Hazard's Real Madrid career has been tainted by injury so far, and he's appeared to be as ineffective as ever. As a result, the increased level of competition within the squad has served to accentuate the difficulties. As a result, the ex-Lille attacker is now at a crossroads regarding his future at the Bernabeu. Number 1. Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona. In January 2018, the Catalans spent €135 million on Coutinho, becoming the most expensive signing in Barcelona's history. The Brazilian was coming off a successful Liverpool career and was brought on board with the hopes of filling the shoes of the departing Andres Iniesta. Since Coutinho himself had made a request to join Barcelona, the transfer itself was creating a lot of buzz. Even so, the aftermath proved to be the exact opposite. Coutinho never seemed to be able to hold on to his own despite his initial performances, which only made him more stressed. In addition, there was also the added pressure of his fitness issues, as well as the possibility of playing him out of position. Even though Barcelona loaned Coutinho out to Bayern for a season, it was a failure for both sides. And that's it. What do you think about these transfer flops? Do you think it's the sudden transfer, the injuries, or something completely different that contributed to these performances? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, take care and we'll see you in the next video.